Greetings all. My name is Ibrahim Abdul Malik. I serve in the capacity of the resident imam of Masjid Jihad, which is located in Savannah, Georgia. But we provide religious services for the Savannah and the surrounding area. I want to begin by extending peace to all the viewers. And with that, we'll begin. With the name of God, the merciful benefactor, the merciful redeemer. The spirit of Dr. King's life message of social justice. It should be viewed as a personification and a progression of our collective human development, the beloved community. Our struggle did not begin with Dr. King, nor did it end with him. He was one giant in that progression. Lest we forget, remember Frederick Douglass. Be reminded of Reverend Nat Turner, Denmark Vesey, Fannie Lou Hamer, Malcolm X, David Walker, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, all honorable spirits in this progression. Dr. King, however, articulated the dream. We hold this nation that one day this nation will rise up and live up to the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, and that among these, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And in modern times, no one articulated that statement better than Dr. King. And we know that some strides have been made to establish the beloved community, but we know at the same time that more work has to be done. We see daily news reports on a national level where white supremacists, with the urging of the seated president, want to overturn a national election. If I and others like me are afforded full rights as a citizen, why is it necessary to have the John Lewis Voting Rights Amendment to ensure the sanctity of our vote? Right here on Hilton Head Island, there are natural citizens that have been here for generations that are being denied historical uses of their land. Generational lands, mind you. So it would be an understatement to say that we still have some heavy lifting to do. From the pages of the Quran, the holy book of the Muslims, revealed over 1400 years ago, we have this. Let there arise out of you a model, inviting to all that is of the highest expressions of excellence, enjoining what is right, protesting what is improper, unjustifiable, unfit, and improper. This was revealed, as I mentioned, over 1400 years ago, but it characterizes the good trouble that Mr. John Lewis spoke about. So let us not reduce his words to a t-shirt slogan. Let us make getting into good trouble a part of our natural life work. Let there arise out of you a model, a community, a nation. If the community or the nation falls short, then the responsibility then falls upon the individual to wake the community and the nation to this calling, inviting to all that is most excellent, enjoining the right, protesting the improper, and having faith in God. The criteria is not a selfish individual criteria, nor should it be a nationalistic criteria. This excellence must be viewed as something that has universal appeal and universal application. So if it doesn't work for all people, it cannot be used for any as a standard. And this brings us back to those beautiful words that were penned by Thomas Jefferson. We hold these truths to be self-evident, and they're inalienable. No one has a right to take them from us. To complement the progression, our position today should be that subjugation or oppression of one soul, one person, is tantamount, is equal to the subjugation or the oppression of the whole human family. Dr. King stated so clearly, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. 50 plus years have now passed at the death of Dr. King, and for some that's a whole lifetime. We've had 50 plus years of speeches, 50 plus years of parades, 50 plus years of memorials. We've had 50 plus years of activity that lets everyone know how near and dear Dr. King's life was to us. But after the next or the last memorial service, the last sermon, the next parade, what is next? What good and necessary trouble will we rise up to address over the next 365 days? I'll leave you with this. Over 1400 years ago, Muhammad the Prophet, peace and peace be upon him, is reported to have stated, when you see injustice, remove it with your hand. If you lack the authority or the power to remove it with your hand, then speak out against the injustice. He further went on to say that if you do not have the means to remove it with your hands or speak out against it, then at least disagree with the wrong in your heart. And to disagree with the wrong in your heart is the weakest expression of faith. For us to continue in the spirit of Dr. King and Mr. John Lewis and other historical giants, my encouragement is for us to do more than to just disagree with injustices and wrongs in our heart. Continue to speak, continue to act, and continue to be models that reflect social and community progress. I greet you with peace. Peace and blessings always. Assalamu alaikum.